Welcome to our channel, where we dive deep into some of the most fascinating stories and mysteries surrounding coins, currency, and the value of numismatics throughout history. Today, we are going to explore one of the most astonishing tales in modern coin collecting, a seemingly ordinary 2016 1-cent coin that, because of rare errors and mistakes, has skyrocketed in value to a mind-boggling $370 million. This story is not just about a coin. It's a journey through the intricate processes of minting, the thrill of discovering incredibly rare errors, and the way history and human error intertwine to create something truly priceless. Let's begin by stepping back to understand what a 2016 1-cent coin is. Every year in the United States, the U.S. Mint creates billions of pennies for everyday use. The 2016 penny is one such coin, named for the ED, a mint mark indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. Usually, these pennies are worth exactly 1 cent and are very common. So common, in fact, that most people wouldn't give them a second thought. They are constantly shifting hands, jingling in pockets, rolling out of vending machines, and accumulating quietly in jars and drawers. The majority of these pennies bear the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design unchanged since the early 20th century. And while their face value is small, their symbolic and historical significance runs deep, but occasionally, mistakes happen. Human and mechanical errors during the minting process can create coins that are asterisk not asterisk quite like the others. These errors might be slight, such as a double die causing a small duplication in the image, or more dramatic, such as misalignments, incorrect metal blends, or even coins struck on the wrong planchets. Typically, these anomalies are spotted by eagle-eyed collectors and experts who quickly recognize that these errors can make a coin infinitely more valuable than its face value. It is the nature of error coins that they become rarities, and in numismatics, rarity often equals value. The story behind the 2016 penny's astonishing valuation begins with the discovery of a minting error that was truly extraordinary. Unlike typical penny errors, which might be worth anywhere from a few dollars to a few thousand, this coin was at the center of a storm of excitement due to the scale and nature of the errors it carried. It featured multiple flaws, including a die clash error, where the dies used to strike the coin accidentally smashed against each other without a planchette in between, leaving faint impressions of design elements on the wrong sides of the coin. In this particular 2016 penny, these clashes resulted in an image so unusual and rare that it became a sensation first among collectors and then in the media. Beyond the die clash, this penny also exhibited a double-struck error, meaning it was struck twice in the minting press, but misaligned during the second strike. This produced an overlapping image where Abraham Lincoln's face appeared twice on the coin's obverse, creating a ghost-like doubling that is visually striking and incredibly rare. Finally, the penny's metallic composition was altered due to a planchette error. Normally, pennies are minted from a zinc core with a copper plating, but due to a mistake, this particular 2016 penny was struck on an alloy not intended for pennies, giving it a unique weight and coloration. The combination of these errors, die clash marks, double striking, and incorrect alloy, created a coin that was nothing short of a minting marvel. When the coin surfaced in the collector's market, quickly it became a race among wealthy collectors, museums, and investors to acquire this 1-cent piece. Over the months and years following its discovery, its price soared exponentially as more errors were documented and its uniqueness was cemented. Historians and numismatists describe this coin as a symbol of rarity and value created not through intention but through an exceptional series of mistakes. It is a reminder that even in a system designed for mass production and uniformity, chance and error can intervene to create something extraordinary. In fact, coins with such rare errors have long fascinated humans because they bring together the worlds of manufacturing precision, history, and luck. What's particularly fascinating about this 2016 penny is that despite its tiny size and humble origins, it encapsulates a vast story of technological processes, quality control failures, and the human element involved in coin production. The minting process itself is one of incredible specialization. Each coin must pass through many stages, from metal processing and inch-perfect planchette punches to the precise dies that imprint intricate designs under immense pressure. Usually, Every step is monitored to near perfection. However, the scale of the minting operations, combined with the mechanical complexity and sheer volumes involved, means errors, though rare, are inevitable. The die clash error on this coin can be explained by the dies themselves. Each die is meticulously engraved with the design for one side of a coin. When the striking press operates correctly, the dies come together with a blank planchette at the center, imprinting the design symmetrically on both sides. But if the dies slam into each other without a planchette present, they leave imprint traces on their surfaces, which then appear as ghostly images on the next coins they strike. Collectors prize die clash errors because they are accidental portraits of the minting machinery's own memory, so to speak. Furthermore, double striking errors are somewhat less common but known to surface occasionally. When a coin is struck twice, either because it got stuck or went through the press again unintentionally, the images can overlap if the coin shifted after the first strike. The result is an eerie effect similar to a double exposure photograph where parts of the design multiply and distort. For the 2016 D penny to have both die clash and double strike errors is extraordinary in itself. As for the Aller error, the coin was struck on a planchette intended for a different denomination, something that could happen if planchets from two different batches weren't properly separated. This affects the weight, color, and even durability of the coin. Since collectors generally expect pennies to be struck on a zinc core plated with copper since 1982, an altered metallic composition adds another layer of rarity and interest. What does all this mean for a coin's value? In numismatics, the value of coins is heavily influenced by rarity, demand, historical significance, and condition. While the face value of a coin is fixed, a rare minting error can rapidly eclipse it by thousands, sometimes millions of times. This is especially true for coins that are inexpensive in regular circulation but exhibit rare mistakes that no one else has. When the 2016 D era penny surfaced, it ticked all the boxes. It was a penny, the most common and least valuable US coin, yet modified by a series of minting anomalies that make it completely unique. The tale of this coin's soaring price also provides insight into the world of coin auctions and private sales. Once the coin was authenticated by experts and graded for condition and rarity, it appeared on the market. Coin collectors and investors raced to acquire it, driving up its price with a bidding frenzy that few could have predicted for a penny. Within months, offers climbed into the millions of dollars. This never-before-seen combination of errors and the global fascination with record-breaking collectibles transformed the coin into a sort of numismatic celebrity beyond the market. This coin sparked debates within the collecting community and among historians. Some questioned whether the $370 million valuation was justified or hype-driven. Others used it as a teaching case to explain how modern mint errors are discovered and authenticated. And still others simply marveled at the mystery and luck involved in its creation. The story also renewed interest in collecting pennies, a tradition some believed was fading as digital payments rise and coins circulate less. Suddenly, pennies, once considered mundane, were back in the spotlight. The history of collecting error coins is a long-standing tradition. Some famous examples from history include the 1955 double-die Lincoln cent, which sells for thousands of dollars, or the rare 1943 copper penny, a minting mistake during World War II when pennies were supposed to be made from steel. The 2016 D-era penny fits into this grand tapestry of collectible errors as a modern marvel, but one that could also inspire new collectors for generations. Exploring why people are so drawn to such coins is also fascinating. Beyond monetary value, collecting coins with errors connects enthusiasts to history, manufacturing, and stories behind each unique piece. It's a way of preserving imperfect moments from past and celebrating human craftsmanship and chance. The 2016 D penny, in its perfect imperfection, embodies this spirit. In conclusion, the journey of the 2016 D 1-cent coin's rise from a lowly penny to a $370 million numismatic treasure shows us the magic that can happen when technology, history, error, and market forces collide. This tiny coin is a symbol of rarity in the everyday, a reminder that even the simplest objects around us can hold stories of immense value. It inspires not just collectors but anyone fascinated by the unexpected treasures lying hidden in plain sight. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the unique history of the 2016 penny and the incredible value errors can bring to coins, stay tuned for more stories that uncover the wealth of history and mystery behind everyday objects. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more updates.